Hello, friends. Welcome to this channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into a hot topic that's stirring up emotions and weighing heavy on our shoulders. Army crying? Jungkook BTS opens up about the hellish world of military service. We all know that behind the glitter and glamour of the entertainment world lie stories that rarely make it to the spotlight. This is especially true for top idols who always seem perfect in the public eye. Today, we're going to explore the other side of Jungkook, the BTS maknae, known for his calm demeanor and impressive talent, who has suddenly expressed deep concerns about his upcoming military service. His words: "A hellish world." The story begins with a moment captured unintentionally. In an intimate setting that felt like a heartfelt confession among close friends, Jungkook casually described facing military service as stepping into a hellish world. For some, this might sound exaggerated, but for those who understand the heavy pressures, both mental and physical, that one can endure, his words carry a bittersweet truth wrapped in hyperbole. In South Korea, military service is an inevitable reality for every man. For idols whose lives are always bathed in the spotlight and the allure of the stage, the military realm is a completely different world. Imagine, one moment you're shining on a brightly lit stage, and the next, you're thrust into a world of strict discipline and rigid routines, leaving behind the freedom you've always known. Perhaps this is why Jungkook feels as though he's stepping into a dark abyss, a hell he never imagined. It's important to understand that the term hellish world isn't meant to be taken literally. It's a metaphor that captures the overwhelming pressure and anxiety he feels. Behind every smile he shares, there lurks doubt and fear about a future filled with challenges. Even amid laughter and the gaze of thousands, he is not immune to worry. This is the human side of an idol that rarely comes to light. So, what makes this statement so moving? For starters, it triggered a wave of emotions among the ARMY. Social media exploded with comments, ranging from heartfelt support to deep concern. Many fans wrote, "We know your struggle, Jungkook. Stay strong." Yet behind these messages of encouragement lies a big question. What does this mean for BTS? And how will this temporary separation affect the future of the group that has become home to millions of hearts? Beneath the buzz of this topic lies a deeper conversation about the meaning of struggle and sacrifice. For teenagers, especially those standing at the threshold of discovering their own identities, this story serves as a mirror. We're taught that every journey in life, no matter how dazzling it may seem on the surface, is filled with challenging twists and turns. Perhaps many of you feel that the world is too heavy right now, that every step forward must battle through storms and hardship. And therein lies an essential lesson. Every challenge is part of the process of growing and discovering the true strength within ourselves. Let's delve further into the psychological and social aspects of this phenomenon. Behind the controversy and raw emotion of Jungkook's words is a complex reality often hidden from the camera's lens and the endless online comments. Jungkook, representing a generation raised under immense expectations, shows us that even behind the luxury and fame, there's vulnerability, just like in all of us. When he describes military service as a hellish world, he might be speaking about the fear of losing his identity, about parting with a world that had been his stage of dreams, and about the immense pressure to transform his life drastically. For many teenagers, especially those who are struggling to find their direction in life, this story is incredibly relatable. At our age, we're frequently confronted with difficult choices and rocky paths. Hearing such expressions can feel like a reminder that the world might be too heavy, that every dream must be pursued through immense suffering. But it is precisely through this suffering that we discover the strength to rise, to face reality with our heads held high, even if it means passing through our own personal hell. It's not just about emotions. Jungkook's statement also opens up a discussion about the systems and traditions we must follow. Military service in South Korea isn't merely a ritual. It's a real test of courage, discipline, and mental resilience. For someone who has spent most of his life basking in adoration and glamour, this reality can feel like a harsh blow. The conflict between national pride and the need to leave behind a glamorous world creates a dilemma that isn't easily solved. And perhaps that's where true courage lies, in the honest admission that behind every splendor, there exists a dark side that must be faced head-on. The reaction from the ARMY is equally fascinating to observe. Every message of support, every comment, reflects the deep emotional bond between idols and their fans. This support isn't just about admiration, it's a form of solidarity with the struggles that lie ahead. Among the flood of comments, there's both hope and anxiety. Hope that, no matter what happens, BTS and each of its members will find a way to shine again, and anxiety over the significant changes that might reshape the world that has long provided warmth to millions of hearts. Furthermore, this topic opens up a broader discussion on how we, as the younger generation, perceive change. In this digital era, where information spreads at lightning speed, it's vital for us to sift through news with wisdom. We mustn't let transient emotions cloud our judgment and objectivity. Jungkook's story, despite being shrouded in speculation, teaches us to always think critically and not get swept away by mere sensationalism. Amid all the doubts and uncertainties, there's also a narrative of unity. The ARMY, who have always supported BTS through every peak and valley, are now showing that their loyalty doesn't waver even when tough times loom. Every supportive message shared on social media stands as a testament that behind the glitter of the entertainment industry lies a community that uplifts one another. Perhaps this is the moment to realize that success doesn't come without struggle, and every obstacle is just another stepping stone toward genuine greatness. We must keep in mind that this story remains speculative, with no official confirmation from BTS or their agency. Yet, that doesn't diminish the power of the message conveyed. It reminds us that honesty, even when it hurts, is key to finding our inner strength. For those of you facing major changes in life, this story is a reminder that no journey is truly easy. There will be days when everything seems to teeter on the edge of darkness, but it's precisely during those moments that we have the chance to rise and prove ourselves. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the true meaning of struggle. Every step we take brings us closer to understanding our real selves. Jungkook's story, though laden with anxiety and uncertainty, mirrors the reality every dreamer must eventually face. Behind every challenge lies hidden hope. Behind every darkness, there's a glimmer of light waiting to be discovered. Thank you for taking the time to join me in this in-depth discussion. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below with your thoughts and feelings on this topic. This channel will continue to bring you deep dives into various intriguing stories that may have been hidden behind the dazzling facade of the entertainment world. Remember, every journey, no matter how small, has a story worth listening to. Always think critically, don't be swayed by sensationalism, and keep seeking the truth behind every narrative. Until our next video, stay calm, stay strong, and face every challenge with your head held high.